And we are live. It is Sunday, September 27th, 11:03 p.m. and the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. I just fired up the stream and it's a later night stream than usual. So I'm just waiting for a few people to hop on before I start moving around. What's up, bad boy? Well, at least one person found their way in here. I don't normally stream this late, but it's something I'll be doing from time to time. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Good evening, Ogie and Raphael. Josh, Ranak, Jigsaw. What's up, Jigsaw? Prasan, cool. I was watching sports. I was feeling kind of bored. So I just decided to hop on the subway. Humberto, I don't know how to say that. Someone from the APAC region. Nature Boy, Carla, Estelle. Wow, lots of people jumping into the street. Greetings, Mark. Oh, I guess it's good timing for you. So I'm just on Front Street in front of the CN Tower. Alfredo and Tawaki. What's up? Anushiman. There's a guy playing pretty good violin today. Yeah, I think I know that guy. Well, I don't know him, but I know of him. Deborah, that's good timing. It's a pretty quiet night down here. Hey, what's up, Dark Slayer, Nikki B, Alexander, Tiffany. Sorry if I don't catch everybody coming in. Good evening, Susan. Alright, let's start walking somewhere. I don't know how long this one will be. But whatever, the whole point's just to have a bit of a later night hangout. Nature Boy. Please drop a like. Thank you. What's the route tonight? I don't know, Josh. Probably work my way up north. Not on Yonge Street, as I was on Yonge Street today through the, this is so clear even for iPhone. I'm not using an iPhone. I took my bike down Yonge Street today for the active TO. Do you live near Union? Jumbo TV? No, I don't. I live up in Midtown. Temperature is 20 degrees. Good evening, Robin. Alright, so we're gonna... For some reason I started wandering east, so this will be the direction for now. You really want to see Bloor and Yonge Street? I suppose I could finish up near Bloor and Yonge. Yeah, I think it's more than sad that active TO is ending. I think it's stupid, to be honest with you. Especially if they're going to ratchet up the lockdown measures and put further restrictions on everything. They should at least be opening up the streets and providing safe distance spaces for people to get out. You really need to be careful while crossing. I thought I was careful. What is it? Look one way, close your eyes and go? Is that what they teach you in kindergarten? Something like that. Maybe the theme of tonight's stream will be late night downtown safety tips. Chetna loves the view. And Kenny says good evening. And I did not know this, but if anyone's watching on a smart TV and if you've updated your app, you can actually enable the live chat now on most smart TV apps. I was watching a few live streams earlier today on the big 65-inch TV, and I had the chat overlay on the screen, which was not something I was able to do before. So just for the more passive members, or even if you want to chat, you could pull out your phone, laptop, tablet, whatever, and chat on that, and take in the stream on the big smart TV if you feel like it. I think that's now my preferred method for watching these. Watching this on PC. iPhone 7. Yeah, let's get a roll call. What's everyone watching on? I'm kind of curious about this. Obviously, I think a lot of the watching on phone on the subway. Found the Freedom Mobile user. I imagine the smart TV users are going to be a little silent. I still have no way to input a response. PC, tablet, PC, smart TV, laptop, Note 10 Plus. Very specific. Oppo phone. Oh, we've got a nice diverse group of technology here. Typically, Android. Whoa, look at that. Typically, Android dominates my view statistics, and Windows is second, and smart TVs are third. Then you have iOS. That's a good question. Where am I? I am at Front Street and Yonge. That was a McLaren. Unless it's a Lambo, Ferrari, or Porsche, Aston Martin. I usually miss the supercar. Oh, there it goes. Alright guys, safety tip number 1 for jaywalking at night. Do not look both ways down the street. Just keep going. Now, if you're going to do this method, you have to cross your fingers or it doesn't work. Someone asked me what I'm using. It's a Galaxy S8 Plus. I'm considering getting a 5G phone. I wonder if it'll stream any better, but the TELUS LTE connection runs more than what's required to stream most of the time, so I'm not sure 5G would be a worthy upgrade at this point. What's up, Blake? What's up, Sarah? Some more jaywalking. Don't worry, I didn't look both ways and I crossed my fingers. The thing is, when you're streaming at such low resolutions, a better camera doesn't really do anything. You might get better low light performance, but the low light performance on this is good enough. Can continue. And I was watching 4K's stream earlier tonight, and he was streaming from an iPhone 11, I believe, which is supposedly a fancier camera than mine. And again, it just looks like a 720p stream. So I don't think that's such a worthy investment. There's a money shot at the tower. PP firm. I guess that gibberish is okay. I don't know what that means. Mazis, are the tinfoil hats still scared of 5G? If they're scared of 5G, they would have got cancer or been a victim of brain control or mind control a long time ago from other technologies. Weird that you don't get many. I think my iOS views are proportionate to the number of... iOS is like, what, 20% of the market? I think that's... my views are kind of in line. Windows and Android are easily the two dominant platforms. We are walking through Berksy Park at night, folks. This man is getting COVID before Xmas. I don't know how you get a COVID walking around outside, nowhere near anyone. Where are you at? We are in Berksy Park. Trolls are always out. Not only are 5G speeds twice as fast in Canada, but the LTE speeds are much faster here too. So even though we pay through the butthole for our service, it's good to know. Even our slowest LTE is typically faster than the fastest one in the US. It's a pretty nice view. You want to see a horrible view? What's up, Stacy? What's up, Mark? If we find a Popeyes or a A&W, maybe we'll stop in and have a snack. It's kind of cool we have all this patio furniture here. Is it tied down to anything? Deborah would like to do a walk. We'll probably be able to arrange some walks at some point with viewers. Touch hair. Yeah, these are held down by cables. That makes sense. I believe most Popeyes are 24 hours, aren't they? In case you missed, well, his hair is so emo. It's because I haven't had a haircut. I've had one haircut during the lockdown. Just in case you guys missed it, here's a highlight from my last stream. I think I found the single greatest place on planet Earth. Look at that. The Holy Trinity right there. We're going to have a moment of worship of the Holy Trinity every now and then. There's one cat in the fountain. Just one. And it's kind of a sad night because the last call tonight is 11 p.m. and the bars close at 12. So unfortunately, these poor people aren't going to be able to order any more drinks at this patio we're about to go by. My hair looks great. Stacy loves cats. Gypsy loves cats. Estelle, that's tragic. Greetings, Mike Drown. I'm surprised we got 160 people at this hour. So the key is to order multiple drinks just before 11 p.m. Good evening, Jeanette. Nice to see you here at this late hour. We have a Mustang with Chinese characters on it. Would you call that a Mustang with Chinese characteristics? Alright, people on that patio are looking at me like I'm a freak. That's okay. Can you see your haircut? No, that'll cost you a $50 super chat. $5 a.m. in Paris. Popeye supplements is all we have. Oh, that's not the right kind of Popeyes. Okay, guys. Here comes another dangerous late night jaywalk. Here's a car not indicating. Thanks for not using your signal, dummy. You too. Why do people not use their turn signals in this city? What is wrong with people? Anyways, we're gonna do a dangerous jaywalk. So I've got my head looking forward and my fingers are crossed. And it works every time. Just don't look both ways and cross your fingers. They should be teaching this in kindergarten, guys. All right. So maybe I'll head down front a little bit because it's kind of a nice street, and then we'll pick a street to walk north up. Hopefully not Sherburne. Jeanette! Thank you. Jeanette, you know what you just did with that? You bought me a haircut. Sometime this week I'm gonna try to go to one of those funky Chinatown hair salons that offer haircuts for 12 bucks. Oh, Jeanette is an extremely generous super chatter. She's also a Patreon member. Speaking of which, I will be doing some exclusive streams after my regular streams for Patreon members. And yes, our much appreciated moderators will be invited as well. Let's just walk down the middle of this boulevard here. Deborah, that's not 200 people, that's 197. $12 haircut. I'm more curious to try it out than anything. Because the last haircut I got, I mentioned this in my last stream, I almost paid $50 for. And it used to be worth it. You would go in, they'd give you a plate of cookies and some juice and tea. They'd wash your hair, they'd talk to you. You then would go get a rather extensive haircut. The whole experience took about an hour, and it was a good personalized experience. And during the lockdown I went, and I paid the same amount, but I didn't get my hair washed, I didn't get the food or snack, and it was kind of a rush job, in and out haircut. So I've decided to switch. It was more like 30 something, but once you throw in tax and tip and all that fun stuff, it ended up being around 50. It's a Korean place called Momo, right around Yonge and Eglinton, that I usually go to. I feel bad for them, but it's far less service for an increased price, actually. They raised their price a few bucks. So I'm going to go with my theory that a $12 Chinatown haircut will be just as good once it grows in after a week. And even if it doesn't, who cares? Deborah is correct. What did Deborah say? I missed it. You'll do it for free. Johnny, you're wrong. 206 people. Have you ever visited Koreatown? I visit there almost every time I hit the city with a camera. Jeanette, that's too bad. If you live stream, Jeanette, I'll super chat you 80 for your next haircut. Although I guess that could be considered a form of money laundering, given that the money originated from you in the first place. Oh, we got half of the CN Tower peeking out. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go down Church and take a look at the Berksy photo, or the Berksy art. That's too bad. We'll do that. We'll do that on another one. Person. There's a place I used to go to at Yonge and Eglinton called Afif, Salon Afif, A-F-I-F. And the guy who did my hair there was Nick. He's really good. I'd recommend that. Although, like I said, because of these COVID measures, I'm not really recommending any fancier salon type place just because you're not getting what you're paying for. What sort of camera are you using? This is a phone. You're welcome, River. Alright guys, Are we going to keep going east on Front, north on Jarvis? Where are we going? Here, I'm going to get off this Boulevard Island. Hey, a car using his turd signal. It should be a drinking game. Every time we see one, we take a shot. I would do it the other way around, but we'd be drunk in 2 seconds. Michael, we are. Go up Church. Go up Jarvis. Jarvis. You know, I think I've done Jarvis in a live stream before. From south to north. I don't think I've gone north up Church though. So maybe Jarvis to... Do you want to do Jarvis to King or Adelaide or Richmond, and then we'll head over to Church? I would like to invent a system. Tell me if this is genius. We all have a distillery. Susan, I don't even think it's open right now. The distillery district is private property. Okay guys, here's my system. If you see a car committing a traffic violation and you can capture it on your phone, you'll be able to like scan the license plate. The person who captures the violation will split the fare with the city. So if I see a car turning and not signaling, and it's a $100 fine, and I bust it, I get 50 and the city gets 50. We just saved a lot of money on policing. Do you guys like that idea? Like, should I not be mayor with that idea I just thought of right now? All right, Mr. Pee Pee Poo Poo, you are not allowed to talk anymore. Sorry. I think it's a very innovative idea. Sounds like a recipe for road rage. Hey man, if it gets people to drive better, even cyclists, we need a way to bust cyclists too. It's not really a police state if we're just expecting people to follow basic safety rules, is it? I don't think so. Like asking a driver to make a legal lane change isn't asking too much of them, is it? 1984. I think it would be more 1984 if the state was doing it. I kind of like the idea of citizen. All right, let's go check out this park. No comment. Today it's license plate. Tomorrow they expand the program to and jaywalkers. Mark, you got me there. You found the loophole I would exclude. Because if you include jaywalkers, then we all need some kind of chip, and everyone's going to be able to identify us. Okay, let's scrap this stupid idea. We'll go back to the drawing board. Ooh, we got a pretty park. I gotta say, this park is absolutely gorgeous. I hope the phone isn't Minecrafting right now and you guys can see this, because have you been drinking? Tara, I had one drink all day, and that was watching the football game I just left. Is it safe to visit a park at night? We're gonna find out. There's St. James Cathedral. Here's this new centerpiece thing. This park was closed for about a year. Denise, welcome to the stream, Denise. Where are all the... I've not seen any tents. Oh, someone said any tents, and look what... I'm not going to get any closer, but I believe we have a tent. Hopefully they're just camping, but I have a feeling that's not the case. Toronto versus Melbourne. Fight. Look at ground. Why am I looking at the ground? Is this what people want to see? Ooh. We've got a few more tents. Let's do some scary in the dark through the trees. Can't see what's at my feet walking. Hey, there's a crowd at AAA. It's an excellent bourbon bar. Greetings. Sia, Felipe, Malatesta. Don't step on a needle. What do you think of the protest over at the homeless? I don't know, Prasan. That's kind of a touchy subject. I think the city definitely needs services in place, particularly during the winter. That's when it gets really bad. And they have to go somewhere, and no matter where you put it, people are going to complain. And there's going to be an increase in crime. I don't know the answer. It's just shitty for everyone, right? What's up, Stacy? Toronto versus Sydney. I don't know. What kind of alternate spelling of Sydney that is. There's AAA. Unfortunately, those poor people aren't going to be able to order any more drinks tonight because of this silly early last call now that's been implemented. It doesn't, like, maybe just do it on a Friday or Saturday, but does it make any sense to force bars to close at midnight on a Sunday? These are new. I can't recall ever seeing these before. Woohoo, 228 people. 281, sorry, I'm not even dyslexic. That's not even close to reading that correctly. All right, let's cross. Bars close early. Yeah, they close early, but I think that's the stupidest thing. Because it doesn't do anything. It really just punishes business owners and employees. But hey, that's just my opinion. Where are the restaurants that were forced to shut down? I think those are over on King West. Sassy girl, welcome to the channel. There's no need to get out. I'll do that part for you. I think we get a pretty nice view of the skyline. Ah, there's too many trees in the way. You can see the tip of the CN Tower peeking out. Can you tour the new Bay Station concourse? I was not aware there was a new concourse. John Don, thank you. You're my favorite John Don. Although you spell your first name wrong, you gotta throw an H in there, buddy. I take issue with JLNs. Where are you? We are at Adelaide and Jarvis. Andrew. Yeah, you see that a lot. Florida. John Paul, thank you for the super chat, John Paul. And I think I was supposed to press a button here. I'm standing here waiting to cross. And the whole light cycle changed through. That's okay. This is a perfectly legal walking maneuver, folks. Lamborghini Corvette. Dude, let's grab a drink. Where are you? John Don, are you in the Big Smoke? Can't believe I just called it that. I have never called the city that, and I never will again. Prasan, super chat, thank you. Fellow Midtowner. It's those lights that don't turn green for pedestrians, indeed. But half the time the button is for people with hearing impairments. So the lights are going to change. And so you press the button, you feel like a dummy because it did nothing but enable the audible signal. But sometimes the button does trip the... You know what I'm getting at. So you pretty much have to squint and take a look at the button every time to see if it's appropriate for your situation. The 6. It's the center of the universe, not the Big Smoke. Rum and Coke. Jeanette, I could give you a whiskey and Coke. Alright, so this is Richmond, and I think I'm going to turn left on Richmond. Where do you earn more money, in Toronto or Sydney? Depends on what tricks you're pulling, Kevin. I think Australian dollars are kind of inflated versus Canadian dollars, right? The really, really cool thing about walking around at this hour is I hear everything. If there's footsteps behind me, I hear it. I heard that guy on the skateboard from a mile away. How's the weather? It's 20 degrees. There's an unsavory character walking down the street, so I'm just gonna cross. No offense to that guy. What kind of chips? That's a good... If I'm eating chips and they're not good, there's a problem, because most chips are pretty good. The TCL, they went from making horrible TVs to making unbelievably good TVs for the money. Like the TCL 6 series is phenomenal for how cheap it is, and now they're making phones. I'm kind of curious about those particular phones. Brad Burns, what's up? Toronto is the most clean city. I would say it's maybe the most clean of the really, really big cities in North America. We are on Richmond Street, walking west. Maybe I'll turn north up Church here. We have somebody from West Africa. Pure Gosu. If Toronto is dirty, I'd like to see where you live. I'm not trying to disparage it, but as someone who's probably been to over 100 global cities, I would say this is easily in the top 10%. found Church Street. Might have some bullets to dodge up here. Perhaps the other side of the street. Or not. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Blanket guy is crossing. Yeah, let's go to this side of the street. Whoa, someone just ate shit. Look at that. Completely fell off their bike. I hope that person is okay. It looks like they're on a city bike. They're picking a bunch of stuff up. That sucks. D. Johnny, was that your name? Is it near Moss Park? We are not too far from Moss Park. D. Johnny, thank you for the big hello from Australia. We're definitely going to keep on walking. This is Church. Hey buddy, where do you take your news? Not from social media? So we've gone from some nice, beautiful, well-manicured parks in Berksy and St. James to just strolling up Church Street. And last few times I went through here, it was full of tents, and it looks like they've mostly cleared out. Oh, good evening in Mississauga. Yeah, Blake, he looked okay. Because he was going on his merry way, I didn't think to ask him. Mazes, that is not uncommon. D. Johnny, I'm going to absolutely butcher your last name. Should I give it a go? Derviskadic? Did I even come close? Thank you for the super chat. You should walk in the Willowdale. DP, we've done a live stream through the Willowdale neighborhood, and I did a midnight quiet video through there recently. So I think we'll be taking a break from that area. I try not to go back there too often, even though I absolutely love it, just because that forces me to get out and explore different parts. And this is mostly parking for St. Mike's Hospital. That's why there's so many parking lots here. During the day, all these lots are filled up with visitors to the hospital. Do you live downtown? No, I live in Midtown. So what do you think of the restrictions? I'm not an expert, Doug, so they are what they are. I think we all need to follow the rules. But I do think this new early last call and bar closures is pretty stupid. But that's just my opinion. There's a look at the Eaton Center way off in the distance. What time we got? Wow, we got 323 people. John W. McCormick. Thank you for the super chat, John. I hope you're having a good night. I was expecting it to be a lot windier tonight. I went for a bike ride today and I was pretty much getting blown over by the wind. But it's relatively calm right now, which is kind of nice. Speaking of calm, this part of Church Street is particularly calm. Alright guys, we're only about 5 minutes from, not even from Dundas Square. Do you want to go peek in and see what it's like there? And then I can come back out and walk north up one of these streets. If you want to see Dundas Square, let me know. If you don't, let's see some votes. Keep heading north on Church, or take a little detour to check out the square. Alright, we're gonna go. Let's do a parking lot walkthrough. Alright, I vowed not to do Yonge Street on this walk, but technically I won't be on Yonge Street. Sherburne. Our borders to all non-essential travel. Ooh, it does not smell good in this parking lot. Yes, borders are closed, although people seem to be getting over with ease. All it takes is some creative answers. Natasha, you just reminded me. Okay. I once did a stream on the wrong SIM card and I ended up using a whole bunch of my personal data. I had to make sure. Wow. I think I probably don't want to walk right by all these people. What do you guys think? Hey Sarah. Let's just exercise a little caution and head on to the other side of the street. Not that I'm scared. They would probably say what's up and give you a fist bump. But it's just not worth rolling the dice sometimes. It's surprising. You see people that look unsavory or like you would want to avoid them, and then it just turns out they're really chill, cool people 9 times out of 10. It's that 1 out of 10 that you're obviously trying to avoid. Here's a great pub with shitty service. There's no one on their patio upstairs. What's up, Jackie? Alright, so we're gonna go take a peek at the square. That's the biggest bike share station you've ever seen. Anywhere special for fall to show us the colors? I think High Park will be in order. The Beltline Trail. I'm also thinking of going up to the bridle path and doing a walk through there. There'll be plenty of nice fall leaves. We should go to Blaze Pizza. I had pizza for lunch and it's not even open. Greetings, Rock Brigade. Felipe, I go to the subway stations in my normal videos. There's a whole bunch of people hanging out here. I think 4K was streaming from High Park today. The good news is I've never been copyrighted for this music. Good morning from Mumbai. Alright, so we're just going to chill in the park for a few minutes, or in the square. There's the old Sam the Record Man sign. What's your favorite type of beer? I'm really into light IPAs right now. This is sort of a semi-private space, so there's the security that looks after it. I'm sure. I don't think it gets boring. Oh, Popeyes, you gotta pay for some lights. You gotta make your sign stand out a little better. Come on, guys. What are you doing, Popeyes? Oh, wait. Alright, guys, so where are we going next? I think the general direction will be north, but do you want to stick to the original plan, head back to Church Street? Do you want to go up maybe Yonge to Gerrard and then over to Church? Since we're at Yonge anyways. Hard Rock Cafe is not here any longer. It's now a Shoppers Drug Mart. It was bound to be that or a Rexall anyways. Alex, I think we're gonna do Church north. Go to the ROM. What'd you think of the sandwich, Mark? Okay, let's go back to Church. Anyone know where to get a good clubhouse sandwich? Perhaps someone can chime in on that. Calzones, you got. For the longest time, they were usually called Panzerato. Or Panzerati or Panzerato, one of the two. Is it not late or maybe dangerous to be streaming? We're in Toronto, it's all good. Alright, so we're gonna head on over to Church Street. But maybe I'll be able to shortcut through Victoria here. You gotta brush up on your Italian. There's nothing to see. I call them panzos. All I know is if I'm in a pizza shop, I expect them to have brio in the fridge. Is that why you're not there, Ken? Yep, we're cutting through the university. Hey. What do you guys think? Should I swap it? Looks about the right size. Ooh, what brand is that? XXX. Can we find the other shoe? I don't know. Oh, it's an Asics. That used to be a pretty nice shoe. I say used to be. I'm not wearing my normal New Balance. We're wearing the 420s. And these are a size 11. Came from a homeless. Well, that homeless person has some pretty nice kicks if they're rocking Asics. That would be my number 2 brand for walking shoes after New Balance. And he lands it, and the crowd goes wild. Shoe can't have COVID. Yeah, I don't think the virus actually lives on surfaces, which is funny because that was one of the things everyone was so paranoid about earlier. You wearing New Balance? Okay. Who needs lights? I'm kind of tempted. Can you skate? I can inline skate. We go to Dundas and Church. There's always a big crowd right here. Sadly, on one of my first pandemic walks, I did a late night walk down Yonge Street, and there was a shooting right here. And it happened like 10 minutes before I walked by on my stream. There was a single police car here and an ambulance. And I think a few news trucks had just rolled in. And there's an orange helicopter taking off for landing. Maybe we can see it. Good night, Afrin. Okay, so I'm just gonna head up to Gerard. You ever been to the Yellow Cup Cafe? No, I haven't, Nick. You're close to 4. I think the record is 460 or 470. And that's not a helicopter. I'm an idiot. Why did I think that truck was a helicopter? Yeah, the record was about 100 more people than this, and that was a Saturday night. That was actually, if I'm not mistaken, the Willowdale Saturday night walk, where I ended up wandering down across the 401, and Action Kid had Google Maps up and was trying to guide the way. I agree, trucks should not be making that kind of noise at night. What about Kelsey's? I think every single suburbanite in the Toronto area has been to a Kelsey's, for better or for worse. Okay, let's go back to Church Street. This is Gerard, and And that is a hotel, apparently. I've seen horror movies with this kind of lighting. Hey, it's Aura. Roland, welcome to the stream. Roland, greetings in the Philippines. From the to the I don't know how to say that. I'm clearly not a very good host, am I? Alright, here we have a car. We're in a 3-point turn. Kelsey's is a mad place. Kelsey's is one of those milestones, Jack Astor's, it doesn't really matter kind of places where you order a Pepsi and they put a big jug of it on the counter or on the table. And to Church Street we go. We'll be walking past Carlton first and then through the village. Kelsey's is way worse than Milestones. I went to the Milestones at Dundas Square on Valentine's Day last year. Talk about not thinking that one through. Where's your favorite restaurant in Toronto? If cost is no object, my favorite restaurant in Toronto would be Barbarian Steakhouse. It was also Jose Batista's favorite restaurant in Toronto. Sorry guys, if you're late or tired at work tomorrow, just tell your boss I had a stream. I'm sure they'll understand. Not quite 17K subscribers. I have no idea what the police are doing around here. It is 12:01 a.m. Tara, I agree. Jojo Cater, you've been timed out. That's not nice, buddy. I think our mods are in the chat as well. Oh, the streets are extremely safe. Oh, there's some police on bikes. And a illegally lowered car, I'm sure. You should do a live at Jane and Finch. Ken just did a video up at Jane and Finch. He beat me to it. Alright guys, tonight's stream is brought to you by the Burger family. Whether it's a teen burger, a mama burger, a matzo burger, what you can't see is that I am drooling all over myself right now. Those employees don't even know. Oh, he's not. Look at that. We've got an exposed nose. That's not good, A&W. I'm going to take this location off my list. I think A&W would have some top flight safety protocols in place. Come on, man, if I can see your nose. What? Someone once asked if it was effective to wear a mask under your nose or wear a face shield, and the response was quite clever. I forget the subreddit I was on, but it was, if you can smell a fart, you're not protecting anything. And it seems quite logical. Oh yeah, even though that guy wasn't wearing his mask properly, I would still go in there and eat the crap out of everything. Don't be a Karen. Mike Harris, why did you cancel so many public works projects and sell the 407 for nothing? Watching from the Philippines. Orange Lemon. I've been to the Philippines just once, but I love your country. You can't end the stream. Oh, we're gonna end this stream before we break the record. Thanks for encouraging the thumbs up. If you are in the stream, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell and all that stuff YouTubers annoy the crap out of you telling you to do. And the reason they do that is because it actually works. I try not to do it too much. People keep asking me to go on the subway. Guys, I go on the subway a lot on my normal videos. And I'm not so comfortable carrying this particular camera rig on there. I did once in the Danforth. Thank you, Natasha. Greetings in Saudi Arabia. Is Etobicoke dangerous? I've heard